Creative Habitat is our company. We're a company that produces work for social change. We'll dance for social change, and it consists of 3 co-founders, which is Nisa Kenemi, Leah Jackson, and myself, Shona Jackson. And we've come together because we have a love of dance and a love of purpose and a love of high caliber choreography, and we also love each other.
So the piece that you're going to see called Women's World was actually created for the lovely Miss Leah Jackson, and it was a piece about her journey through cancer. And we wanted to come together as a collective to do a few things: to A, support her in any way that we could, and B, as a supportive group of dancers around this beautiful dancer, and talk about things that aren't generally talked about. Talked about the fact that she has cancer and she's dancing at the same time, and it's okay, and it's not something that she...
You could probably speak for yourself, but
that not something that's hidden, right? We wanted to just embrace this idea that it's okay to live with cancer.
I feel reconnection has really been the greatest lesson I've learned. Reconnection with self, with those who are really important, and with what is really important. All of these lessons, these experiences, both good and bad, have shaped my journey and have led me here to this stage, with all of you. To dance, share my story, and make a difference.
About 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer, and it has been a continual battle since then. What I've been very fortunate with is having dance as a consistent element in my life. It's first the reason I was diagnosed, and then it's also just been my food that has, it's that reminder of how important it is to just keep living no matter what kind of cards are dealt to. And mine and Shona's paths crossed, well, first of all, when we were like 4, but again, last January, I guess it was, and we started talking about raising a little bit more awareness about what I was going through, because the whole thing is there's so much work out there finding a cure. And what I want to bring more attention to is the preventative aspect of things. So bringing a little more awareness to people on the fact that they have to start taking responsibility for the things that we are creating in society nowadays. So that was the premise behind our benefit that was called Fuck Cancer, Live Life. Beep. And because that's what it's all about, is the living life aspect of things, which ended up creating Creative Habitat, because we want to have this dance company that has this healing, healthy foundation, which for the most part in dance, I have found, at least with my training growing up, that wasn't necessarily the most prevalent thought process. It was you have your training, you have to look this way, you have to do things a certain way. And I think for the most part in the dance community now, as we evolve into these creatures that see way past that, and want to bring that to the public through the element of disease prevention, and just creating social change through those elements. So you're going to be helping the dance community because it's broadening its horizon and bringing it to a new level, but it's also going to be helping causes such as cancer, which is such a prevalent disease in our society these days. So Creative Habitat did come to be due to some work that we've been doing with cancer, as well as we have done some work with mental health. We want to broaden that as well, though. We don't want to just keep it in that lines, because we realize there are so many areas within this globe that people don't want to touch or don't want to talk about because there's stigmas behind it. And we want to take those stigmas away and realize that you can do something about this. You can make this so that it doesn't seem like a bad thing or a negative thing. It's just something that is there and can be dealt with. And we want to open people's minds to that possibility through our dance. And that is what our goal is for the future.